Welcome to another RSR. Tonight, I'm reviewing Toronto FC 1, Nashville SC 1, and MLS 2023 Week 18. The second half of the season has just started, and same as the first, I guess. 1-1. Lorenzo Insigne with a beautiful goal, a tira giro to open the scoring in the first half. The second half, Sean Johnson pulls Alex Bono and gives Nashville the goal that gets them a point. TFC can't get a goal to take the lead back. And they deserve to win this match. One mistake cost them 2 points. And you hate to see it. You really do. Goals were scored as follows. In the 38th minute, Lorenzo Insigne scores the tira giro from the angle past Joe Willis. Joe Willis does get a hand to it, but Insigne puts it into the net with a beautiful curl, the tira giro, to make it 1-0. Beautiful goal. Golazo. Insigne put his heart out tonight. Just wasn't enough. 1-0 at the half. But in the 69th minute, Randall Leal, Dax McCarty dispossesses Bernadeschi. Ball falls to Leal. Leal takes the shot. Goes off the hands of Sean Johnson and bounces over his head and into the net to make it 1-1 in the 69th minute. That wasn't such a nice goal for Sean Johnson to let up. He pulled Alex Bono and let it run off his hands, which is just sad. It's sad. It really is. 1-1 full time. TFC couldn't get the second goal, even though they started to push forward. They had chances. They could have easily scored 2 or 3 today. They did not. TFC draw 1-1 on the night. They get another draw. They do draw the second place team in the conference. But it wasn't enough to win. But they basically still are where they are right now. They are where they were to start the night. So in the end, they could have went up a place. They didn't. They're still 3 points out of a playoff spot. It's not all's wrong. They're doing okay. They played a good game. One moment ruined them. Stats are as follows. 15 shots to 9. 2 shots on goal to 3, 48% possession to 52% possession, 475 passes to 514, 87% pass accuracy to 87%, 4 fouls to 18, 0 offside to 2, 1 yellow card to 1, 0 red cards to 0, 2 corners to 5. Again, Toronto played the better game. They were the better team. They should have won by 2-3-1, not been a 1-1 draw. But here's the problem. They lost. Well, they didn't lose, but they drew. It kind of feels like a loss, but it feels like a win at the same time because they played a good game. They played a wonderful game of football. It's not anybody on the team whose fault or the outfield players whose fault that goal is. Aime Mabaka made an amazing block to save that from being a goal on the first chance. Mabaka, again, wonderful tonight, but Sean Johnson pulls at Alex Bono. This one's on him. It would have been 3 points if it wasn't for him pulling Alex Bono. The spirit of Alex Bono taking over him for 5 seconds. This would have been a win. And that's what I'm pissed about. Because TFC, they played a damn good game. They should have scored a second goal. I think they should have. But even then, Sean Johnson doesn't do that. They win. This one's on Sean Johnson, point blank period. Would have been 3 points if it wasn't for him. He made it a point. Such is football sometimes. With that being said, TFC overall, the outfield players played amazingly. Nashville had no answer. Nashville, again, doesn't really get into the final third. They didn't really get into the final third to make a play. They did not get into the final third. Except for Leal's shot, but even then that was pretty far out. And that had no business being a goal, really. Nashville, again, didn't have a hope and a prayer except what we gave them. And that's why they drew. We would have won had we not allowed them to get that shot on target, or Sean Johnson allowed them to just spill it and allows it to roll in. He allowed it to roll in. And here we are. It's a point instead of 3. 2 points that you would hope doesn't bite us in the ass at the end of the season. But we all know it's very likely it does. That's the worst part. They had such a good chance to pull this game into their hands. They didn't. They didn't. What they did was say, hey, we're going to let them have a point. Yeah, Nashville's a good team. I'm not saying they're not. They're the second place team in the conference. But they did not look like it tonight. TFC could have beaten them, and they should have beaten them. Hell, you could say the first game they should have beaten them instead of drawing. Again, same situation as the last match on Easter Saturday was. We should have beat them in both. On both nights, we should have beaten them. We did not. We should have had 6 points off them instead of 2. And you could say, but so? Here's the so. We should have taken that win. 4 wins instead of 10 draws. But no, we didn't. TFC let one moment sink them, and they tried to get another. They tried to get a goal. It wasn't completely over after that goal. They tried. They looked arguably good, the outfield players. Bernadeschi looked pretty damn good. Oso could have done better, but Oso had a good run out on his first game back. Mabika, again, defensively was amazing. Jaime Mabika, damn, he's a good footballer. He's an amazing defender. I love watching him play. Hedges, yeah, defensively, Larea, Franklin, they were both good at wing back. Midfields, K, not good enough, but there you go. Then Oso, K, Kerr, DeAndre Kerr played well. Bernadeschi, Insigne, they played well. Sapong had good hold-up play. He could have definitely scored. So basically, everybody but Sean Johnson and Mark Anthony Kay played good tonight. So I'm happy with the performance. Overall, I'm happy with the performance. It could have been way worse. We should have won. It shouldn't even have been a draw. We should have won, but it could have been way worse. Way worse. And you look at the situation, you say, yeah, but them's the breaks. And yes, them's are the breaks. But you know what? TFC looked good. They are, overall, the way they're playing, they look good. Since the Austin fiasco and the Bernadeschi fiasco, they've been looking good playing-wise. The results haven't fallen their way. 3 draws, 1 win. But they haven't lost. And you could say that should have been 2 and 2. Hell, you could even say 3 and 2 or 3 and 1. Hell, 4 and 0. Something falls their way more in every game. One thing falls their way more. They're 4 and 0 instead of 1 and 3 or 1 0 and 3. But you get my point. Or it is 1 and 3, 1 3 and 0. They're 4 0 and 0 instead of 1 3 and 0. If everything falls their way, and it should have fell their way, but it did not, and that's the worst part. It did not fall their way, and that's the thing. The players look good. The team looks good. The tactics aren't there. But they look good. It's not like they're blowing these games. Yes, they're allowing goals that end these being draws, but they're not blowing these games. They could have easily got a second goal back tonight or had a 2-0 lead before that goal was scored. So it's hard to say. It's really hard to say. But I'm not mad. I'm not mad. I wish it was a win, but I'm not mad overall. Nashville got what they needed. Toronto should have won. That's my feelings. With that being said, if you like this stream or video, if you like this video, like, share, subscribe. You know what it is. Tell your friends. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that bell notification once subscribed. Send super chats on the live streams. Comment on this video. Put us in play. Share with friends and family. All that great stuff. I shall see you tomorrow for a live watch along and review of the U20 World Cup final. Uruguay versus Italy. I'll see you tomorrow for that. Should be a good one. Hopefully, Italy wins. Forza Italia. We'll see how it turns. But with that being said, I'm Ryan and I'm out. Peace. See you later.